Have you already looked at the workouts?
Yeah, I saw them like right as they were posted.
Did you have the notifications on, or did somebody send it to you, or what?
No, I just knew they were coming out today, and I couldn't find what time they were being released, but they usually release everything at like 1, always, like when it's CrossFit open announcements and stuff. So I figured it was going to be around then, so I kept refreshing my phone every couple minutes.
Okay, I want to show you something and see if you know what's going on with this.
Okay.
This is on what is his name? I don't know. I just know him as Texas, but I don't know.
Tyler Watkins.
Yeah, Tyler. This is on his story.
Yeah.
And then so it says who will qualify through in affiliate semifinals?
Yeah.
And look who's at number 3.
Yeah, Rich Froning. Did you just see Rich Froning posted that he signed up?
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Did he say why?
Story.
Where is it? On his
story? Yeah, look it up on Instagram. I mean, he always does the workouts, so.
Yeah.
Dude, could you imagine if he qualified?
I think he probably could.
That's what people are saying with these workouts. He could, even if he did.
Where did he post it?
On his story, I think. I don't think he would go to the games, though. If he did, he would just turn it down. One more.
This?
No, one more. I think there's another one. Oh, I swear, I saw someone reposted it. I swear, where it said it showed he signed up. So maybe it's on the Mayhem page. You have to look, but.
What's up, Colby?
Yeah. Yo, what's up?
What's up, fellas?
What's going on?
How you guys doing?
Did you see? We're talking about supposedly Rich posted that he's like doing the in affiliate semis.
I just got a notification about it, but I didn't look into it yet.
Did you get it from the Heat 1 app or?
No, I got it an email.
Oh wow!
You got an email?
CrossFit's using it as just marketing.
Let me see. One sec.
Do you think that he could qualify if he did it?
I'm gonna actually go play devil's advocate and say no. I think he could get close, but I just think in an online qualifier setting, you have to just absolutely burn it down because you just don't know what people are gonna do to your left and right of you, and that's what Rich was so good at is gaming the field. And Rich blatantly talks about how he does not go to that dark place ever. He just doesn't have to. And I just think in an online qualifier where it's tight like that, you can't not just burn it down and expect to qualify.
I think if you're Rich, you probably can.
He doesn't though. He wouldn't.
I'm gonna agree with you with an asterisk. I think just straight up right now, you're right. But if he decided to and gave it 3-6 months of effort, he would.
Yeah, but he doesn't have 3-6 months. He has a few days.
But that's what I'm saying. I agree with you right now. But if it was slightly different, and if he put his mind to it, I think he would.
Yeah, he can't. I don't think he would get torn apart on those 275 back squats.
Yeah,
I think he could qualify right now, and then I think if he trained, he could take top 5.
No.
Yes, bro. I genuinely believe that.
No.
I don't know about right now, but if
he's not healthy enough.
If he decided to for next year, he could for sure. But immediately right now, I think Drake's right.
I think he could make the games if he tried, but not place top 5. Too much squatting. He can't. I mean, I guess if he got healthy.
Does he have problems squatting?
He just his knees jacked up.
His knee's bad.
Oh, I knew he had a thing against pistols, but
yeah, it just has a bad knee.
Just depends on the program then.
Yeah, I guess.
It just depends when that shows up and if it's the limiter to get to the games or if it shows up at the games.
All right, you guys want to go look at the workouts now?
Let's do it.
Do it.
Okay. I have not actually looked at these yet, so.
Not at all, or just a one glance?
I literally just saw the thing and sent it to you.
Yeah.
So AMRAP 15, 3 muscle ups, 3 back squat, 30-foot handstand walk, 15 out and back. Add 3 every round. 275. Yep. Should we just go through each of them and then we'll come back and break them down?
No, I think you just talk about each one at a time.
Okay. Drake, you go first.
I think 15 minutes is a long time. Those reps are going to stack up quick. So, like, you're going to hit a wall fast if you – I think most people will, just because, like, your pressing fatigue is going to settle in fast from the muscle-ups with the added handstand walk. And then back squats, too. Like, when is it going to get to the point where you got to start breaking up your sets, right? Because I think by the time you get to 12, you're probably going to start breaking it up for most people. I don't think it's worth it to try to go for 12, even if you can at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be heavy fatigue, pressing, and the legs are going to get pretty smoked.
Okay, Colby, what do you think?
Yeah, that was my thought. Is 15 minutes is a long time because this is like, I mean, any type of workout like this, you get through the first, 2, 3, 4 rounds and you're feeling good. You look up at the clock and you're 4 minutes in, and then you're like, oh man, I got forever to go, right? Mm-hmm. So do you think this turns into more of a leg endurance workout or a muscle up workout? Because I think both
muscle up.
That's what I think. Like, both things are going to add up, but these guys with top back squats where you, Mr. repping out 405 for however many reps, like, you'll be able to handle that, but I think these muscle ups add up fast, like you said, with that handstand walk.
Yep.
Yeah, I think so too.
I like this workout overall, though.
I really like it. I like that they put the squat off the rack. I've been wanting them to do that at like some form of competition or like some stage of the CrossFit game season for a while. I know they did at Rogue, twice or 3 times?
That's what I was going to say. When have we ever gone out of the rack? The only thing I can think of is the overhead squat back in quarterfinals, like 21, and that's for just a strength event. So in a Metcon, that's sick. Yeah,
which I like. I don't have any problem with that. I think it's smart for one, but I don't think it is any like necessarily advantage or disadvantage. Like, there's no reason not to do it on something like this.
Yeah. I like it.
I think it's cool. I like this one. What do you think about the 30-foot, the 15 out and back? I feel like for a handstand walk, that's like borderline too short. Like, why am I even kicking up?
No, I think it's good. I think it's going to be tough because how often do you go 15 out and back? So I think you're going to have to, I guess I kind of stole this off of Shut Up and Scribble, but they're like, you're going to have to walk faster than you want to because that's going to be a lot of time. Because 30 feet is not a lot. But if you're treating it like a 25 and then turn around 25 pace, then you're going to get left in the dust because you're going to go too slow. So I feel like the 30 feet forces you to have to kind of be aggressive with it in terms of pacing, or more aggressive than you think. But I don't ever like give into that argument like where stuff doesn't matter. Like, especially if people say like, oh, if there's no more than however many dubs in a workout, it doesn't matter. Like, I feel like that's a terrible argument.
Not that it matters, but it'd just be like so awkward just kicking up and down like that. But I guess it'll be so separated by the time you get into the 4th and 5th round.
I think more than anything, it turns into just a big disruptor for the muscle ups. Like, it's not that long as for like just handstand walking alone, but with how many muscle ups you're going to end up doing and then trying to kick up and get back to the muscle ups, like, I feel like that's more than anything what it's going to be.
And the breathing. I mean, we all know kicking upside down sucks to breathe if you're breathing heavy.
Yeah.
Not like an absolute breather of the workout, but it's going to get metabolic with all the reps accumulated.
I like that one. It's cool. All right, let's go on to the next one. $20 down to 2 by 2s of dumbbell overhead walking lunge and GHDs. It's kind of ironic. Me and Drake were talking like, I think 2 weeks ago about like, we were like, they never put GHDs in sets smaller than like 20 or whatever.
Yeah.
And then now we got a set of 4, 2, 6.
I did think about that. I was laughing.
So I think these are double dumbbell, right?
Dude, double 70s.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
This is the worst workout of all of them.
That is crazy.
If you don't have a decent overhead position, you're screwed. This workout is terrible.
Yeah, you got to have a good overhead position. My initial reaction, I was surprised the time cap was 20 minutes. I think guys are going to finish way faster than that. Top
I
guys.
think top times will be around like 11, 12.
I think, yeah. But, yeah, this one's a huge separator just because of that overhead position, though. Like, that's a hard position to be in with 70s for that
heavy.
many reps. Like, that adds up. I don't even think the GHDs is really a factor in this workout. I mean, like top times it will be, obviously, but top guys can handle that volume, but it's going to come down to the overhead lunges to me.
How many lunges is this? 22 times 5?
110.
Yeah.
When you think about 25 feet is 8 lunges.
Is this? I didn't look. Is this in? Are you moving or is this in place?
Yeah, you're moving. It says you can do no more than 10 steps. So you have to turn around every 10.
Turn around every 10.
Yep. Which sucks too, because like the fact of like, oh, should I turn around with them or do I set them down and then pick them back up?
Yeah, I think just go down to the shoulders.
Yeah, but do 20 do 20 and 18. That's a big set holding on to those bad boys.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about doing lunges for reps instead of distance?
I like it. Favors, or
for me, I got short legs. I got short legs. I always get an extra lunge in there when we do distance.
Yeah. Makes it more even for the shorter guys, even though I don't think shorter guys need more bones thrown to them.
We take it where we can get it.
I don't know if I mean, I guess this is not the point of the workout, but I don't know if I think I would have liked this more as like us ending. Like, I just don't love finishing a workout with like 2 and 2.
Yeah.
I agree with that. At least on these movements.
Feels like it really blunts the intensity.
Yeah.
But with this workout, random? I guess, huh?
Yeah, I think it's random. I wonder why they didn't just like stop it like a higher rep.
Yeah.
They could
start high.
Yeah. Yeah. But
like, I think going on your point, to me, reprogramming, it's like start higher, descend by 5s, but end at like 15 or 10.
Yeah.
Instead of going, because that 8-6-4-2 really is like, you're just transitioning at that point. Like,
but I do kind of like the aspect of it. Like, it's just annoying to have to transition in and out quick like that. And I think for the top times, especially where we're only taking 11 spots, and so like seconds matter obviously on every workout, that it makes kind of a nuanced piece to it, like causing like just a disruption factor of the transitions. And it'll be interesting to see what the times are close on that, the top guys.
I think the speed that they're going, your shoulders are going to blow up on that back half of this. And so it's like, who can hang on for those smaller sets rather than having to like take a break or failing, you know?
Yeah.
They're going to be moving. And so holding on to those heavy dumbbells in that position, like that's going to blow up the shoulders. And if you drop on that back half, like that could be the difference. So it's a good workout.
I just don't love the idea of like getting into a GHD to do 2.
Yeah, it's weird.
Does it end when you tap the pad on the GHD?
Yeah.
That
probably. Yeah.
Anyway. Dumbbells can't touch. You can't push them together overhead. That's hard.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting. One thing I like about the lunge being for reps is that you can kind of do them a little differently throughout. Like if you're doing something for distance, you really kind of have to like take an extra couple inches out with your foot than you normally would. Like for me, I prefer to lunge really like narrow. So it's almost more like a kind of squat. Yeah. Whereas, so like with this, doing it for reps, you can kind of like get away doing like close lunges instead of really reaching out.
Yep.
All right, let's go on to the third one. Oh, heavy Isabel.
Yay.
Separator.
I'm gonna have to do this workout 3 times, dude. So annoying.
Why 3?
Like
NorCal
popping up all over the place.
It's all they all the North America semis said they were doing it, and so that's why these guys decided to do it. So there'll be
I saw a thing the other day
4 times.
I saw a thing the other day, and it was like, heavy Isabel kind of shows the progression of where CrossFit's come, because it's like it used to be 135 and now it's 225. And so like with this, doing it for reps, you can kind of like get away doing like close lunges instead of really reaching out.
Yeah.
Like for me, I prefer to lunge really like narrow. So it's almost more like a kind of squat. and like it just shows our progression, which I don't know how I felt about that, because do you think that it's really a similar workout to like original Isabel back then?
I couldn't say for certain just because I wasn't really around back then in the space. But I mean, people talked about it like it was tough. I mean, I wouldn't say it's 1-to-1, but
Like, yeah, I just mean because, I mean, nobody was squatting back like with the 135, but now everybody's doing mostly squats on these, right?
yeah.
Anyway, I don't really have a whole lot to say about that. Do you think anyone in the
Either you
who
can
do you
do
think
it
is going to get the fastest times? Do you think anybody's going to beat what Guy got?
No.
probably not.
Okay, workout 4. This is kind of confusing. 4 total reps every 2 minutes for 5 rounds complete. 10 50-foot shuttle runs, 10 clean and jerks at 135, max lateral burpees over the bar in time remaining. Rest 1. So I think it's just 1 on, 1 off for 10.
2 on, 1 off.
Yeah.
Why is that confusing?
Because it says every 2 minutes for 5 rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're 2 minutes on.
And it says rest
if you're
1
doing
minute
it
between
every
rounds.
if you're doing it
Okay,
every 2 minutes. So I don't know if it's 1 minute on, 1 minute off, or if it's 2 minutes on, 1 minute off.
It's 2 minutes on, 1 minute off.
There's no way it's 1 minute.
No, it's 2 on, 1 off.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense.
This one's gross. This one's a straight engine test.
Yeah, this one's all gas. Just
10 shuttle runs in a minute is not like just like easy. Like it's like you can do it, but it's taxing. And then 10 clean and jerks.
This is written out to like, I mean, there's gonna be not many burpees getting done in that time. Like this is not a true burpee test. It's getting through everything else and then seeing who can hang on for some burpees at the end, last few seconds.
Oh, I think there'll be guys. I think people will be doing like 15 burpees around.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not going to be just like.
But
it's not going to be like the open workout where it was like just the burpee started to wear on you. It's going to be kind of more like everything.
Yeah, you gotta keep the pace on the first 2.
I like the way they're using the shuttle. Go ahead.
Freaking the women's bar is 85, which is bull crap.
Yeah.
Why? Why is it 85?
Because they're freaking.
Is it just the double pressing?
Dude, that's garbage. The girls versus guys scores are going to be so different on this.
Yeah.
Girls can probably go touch and go, no problem. But for guys, I don't think it's worth it to go touch and go.
That's a lot.
I like that they're using the shuttle run like this because remember the thing in the open where people were walking the shuttle runs?
Yeah.
But if you have it at the beginning and in such like a short time domain, you can't get away with like. I feel like if you're using shuttle runs, they should be used as like you have no choice but to sprint them.
Well, no one at this level is going to be walking them anyway.
That's true. Yeah.
This forces you to you got to push that pace though.
You don't think? Well, yeah, I guess. All right, let's go on to the next one.
I will say by this point, I think shoulders are blown up. I mean, that's like
overhead in almost every workout.
There's a lot of overhead in every workout, plus the burpees at that pace. Like, I mean, it's still just there's a lot of pressing and overhead in every workout to this point.
Yep, even toes to bar in this workout overhead.
AMRAP 30.
Yeah, buddy.
1,000 meter row, 30 toes to bar, 6 rope climbs. Kobe, you go first.
So that's a long time to be moving. Dude, I don't even know. I mean, this one's just like pace it out. I think really this just comes down to like how skilled you and efficient you are at rope climbs though. Like you're not gonna make up a ton of time on big guys, sure, but like the row, you're not gonna see the separation. Toes to bar, I don't think you see the separation. It's just efficiency and volume of rope climbs to me. Having 6 each round, I mean, how many rounds are we gonna get through on this?
Finishing 5 is going to be pretty legit.
Yeah.
People will be 4.
Yeah.
to 5. Doing 5.
I like the kind of what's the word? I forgot the word. Redundancy on this one. Like you got the toes to bar and rope climb, which I would say are like very similar movements in terms of like grip and core. So I think it's kind of cool. And then I also like it that they threw the 1,000 meter row in there. It's like you can't really do anything on that, but just kind of sit there. And like you just have to get through it, which makes the 30 toes to bar and 6 rope climb way more important.
And just taxes the grip that much more. I mean, it's just pulling to kind of a hang and pull and pull. Like,
yeah,
there's a lot of redundancy there.
Yeah, this workout's gonna be grip fatigue and then midline too, because those toes to bar are gonna add up fast.
Yeah.
And you got to think about like when did you do the GHD workout too? So the GHD is gonna play a factor. And we all know freaking hip flexors and core you need to pinch the rope on the rope climb. So I think just both toes to bar and rope climb are gonna equally be as devastating. I mean, obviously toes to bar you can hop back up easier without risk of like failing. But I think if you don't pace it to like your own strength, like you can blow up really easy, and it's just going to be a world of hurt doing 5s and 3s at the 20-minute mark if you don't do it right and if you don't have the capacity. So, and then the row. I mean, since it's meters, I think the row doesn't matter. There's no point in rowing, a 148 compared to a 155 because it's literally like 10 seconds of difference that you can make up in a few reps on the other stuff.
Yeah.
Do you think you'll do any rope climbs with 3 poles?
Me?
Yeah.
I doubt it. Maybe if I accidentally like made like a mishap on like a foot clamp, but I doubt it. I'm pretty efficient at doing 2.
Go ahead, Colby.
No, I was just gonna say that I mean you got to push that row, but like if you mispace the row, you're gonna blow up hard. But I mean, I don't think that's what it comes down to. Like,
you think you have to push the row?
No, not push it.
Oh yeah.
I'm saying, sorry, I think it cut out. I'm saying if you mispace the row, you're gonna be hurting bad because that's gonna add up. Like that's not the difference. Like you said, I mean those 5 to 10 seconds, even if you mispace it, will be like you can make that up so fast on the toes to bar rope climbs by not having to take breaks there. So I think just efficiency in that midline and grip fatigue with the rope climbs. So that's what I think it comes down to.
Heads up,
you guys think 5 workouts is enough?
Second. So
I like the 5.
Off.
Okay.
I think I like.
You think 5 workouts is enough?
It's plenty. Yeah.
I think so. I think they're all good workouts. It's good variety. Test every area that we need to see. So I like them.
Yeah, that's plenty.
Do you think that there is too much midline?
No.
I'd say if anything, there's more shoulders and just overhead that's biased that way than midline. But I don't think there's too much midline.
You don't think
Trying to find who's got to go to the games, man.
All right. So who do you think's gonna go? Like for sure, like top 3s.
Madera. Oh, top 3s. Medeiros.
Yep. For sure. This is great programming for him.
Pepper. Dallin.
I like Dallin.
It's hard to say. There's some good guys. I think like someone like Jay Crouch could just crush it.
Yeah. I don't know. There's like so few spots, and this could be. It's gonna be close. Like there's gonna be a lot of guys right there with how many spots there are. I could see a handful of guys going from this, but
who's gonna be a surprise that misses out? His phone died.
He died?
I think so.
I'm gonna say surprise that misses out.
Yeah.
I'll go with Roman.
Did he not? He just qualified through that.
Did he?
Online one or the one in like France or something?
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. So he just qualified through there. So I don't even know if he'll be doing it.
That's a good point then. Honestly, I could see Medeiros missing out on this too, though.
Really?
I don't know, dude. I don't feel like he is where he was a couple years ago. Like it's good program, but you're asking for somebody who can miss out. That's
a crazy take.
one I could see, but
I'm gonna go with
these online programs are like, it's such a wild card though. I feel like with how many guys there are, like it's a well-rounded, like I love the program, I like the events, but if you're asking for somebody who could miss out, I think he could be one.
Looks like Adler actually signed up for semis.
That'll be interesting.
Hopper, Cornet, you think he'll qualify? Oh,
He'll be, I don't know. He'll be borderline. I think he'll qualify. He didn't. I think he'll get this.
I think so too.
Who else we got?
Jorge Fernandez.
Yeah.
Anybody else? I think that's it.
Need to have a list.
Bailey Martin.
Yeah.
James Sprague. I think he'll be top. Ooh. I think he'll be top. I think he'll be 7th.
7th. Top. Yeah.
Yeah. I think
like
11th qualifies, right?
Yeah. 11 to the games. I like top 10. I mean, top 10, though. I think he's got a spot there.
Who
else?
I think this is just who's signed up so far. So I think there's probably a bunch missing from here.
Yeah.
Jay Crouch.
I mean, deadline's not until the end of Sunday, so.
Nick Matthew. That's it, looks like, so far.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting.
Let's see, what else did I have to talk about? Okay. Did you have anything you wanted to talk about? I guess it's just me and you because Drake's phone died.
No, whatever questions you got. I can come up with something if you. But
do you purposefully roll your wrists when you strict press? Like if you were going for a max, like in a competition. What I mean by that is like I'm here, right? I got my wrist like flexed,
rolling forward,
and then I get to my sticky spot, and I purposely go like that.
No, I don't. If anything, instead of starting with them back so much and rolling at the top, I'll drop my elbows a little bit and start with them a little lower so they're more stacked to start with instead of start. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you think that would help? Because I purposely, like, if I'm strict pressing, like I'll start like this, press, and then once I get to my sticky spot, because that just gives me like an extra, like 2 inches.
Yeah. I don't know. Honestly, I've never tried it, so I'll give it a shot and see. But to me, I have a harder time starting my press from that position if I'm in like front rack. Like
I feel stronger. Like the more front rack I'm in, the stronger my press feels.
Really? See, I don't know why. I like getting my elbows a little bit more stacked underneath. But
oh, okay. I was talking about this with someone the other day, but basically, one of the things that I think people like about CrossFit specifically is the tactile cues that we have, like, for doing movements. So what I mean by that is, like, have you ever typed on a keyboard that like feels super nice? Like the texture of the keys is super nice, and like every time you click, like it feels good.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm talking about? Versus like typing on a crappy keyboard.
I can for sure think of typing on a keyboard that sticks and that sucks.
Yeah, or even just sitting here, like if I were to tell you like type your name but with no keyboard. Like it just feels kind of like whatever.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the things people like about CrossFit specifically, and one of the reasons that some people tend to enjoy it more is like if I'm doing just say like typical bodybuilding style stuff, they're usually like doing stuff just kind of like randomly or curls, especially something like curls where it has no like end to end point. I think one of the things about CrossFit specifically is like that feeling of like that's the end point. Like when I lock out, I think that kind of gives you like some tactile feedback, like you would be typing on like the difference between typing on a nice keyboard versus not a nice keyboard is like you get that feedback and you might get like a hit of like accomplishment or something like that when you do a movement.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see that. I mean, I definitely think, well, one, just everyone I know who's doing CrossFit and coaches along those lines, like just in general, move better, right? Because I think we do have those cues, and so there is like a starting point and ending point, how to move through it and get to a good, better, like more efficient position. Especially in younger kids or people newer to working out, like a lot of times they just don't know how to move and they don't know. But then when you explain that and they can feel it, I mean, I think that's when it clicks of like, oh, that's how this should feel. Right.
Yeah.
And so you can start them with that at a lighter weight to learn how to do the movement, be more efficient. Then when it's heavier, like there's no question that's how the movement's done.
Yeah.
So
do you think that makes working out for like general people more enjoyable? The tactile feedback of like, oh, I'm going to locked out. I'm going to this. Because I think like if I do any movement where there's no like end point or no whatever, it feels so wrong to me. And so I'm convinced that one of the things that I really like about CrossFit is like I'm getting to an end point, or I'm doing like I know what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, I think so. I think obviously everybody's different, but I do think that having that endpoint, and especially I'm almost thinking more along the lines of like a clean and jerk or a snatch or like some of the Olympic movements we do. Like that's something that most people either don't do or are newer to, and so when they get into it, it's very easy of like, oh, I hit that lift or I missed that lift, right? And so
Yeah.
I think that one specifically, that one comes to my mind more of like that's a tactile feedback of like, oh, that was a successful lift. Like that gives me accomplishment because I hit that lift and I made it, right? And vice versa. Like we were working, so we train a local high school team, and we were doing cleans this morning, and you can tell like they missed the lift and they're pissed off, and they can it's easy to know you missed the lift. It's not like, oh, was I low enough on my squat, right? Some of that is a little bit more gray area for them. But it's like, hey, you hit that clean, like, good job. That's immediate feedback, and you feel that success of like, hey, I hit that lift, I got that weight up, right? So I think it does get immediate feedback on certain lifts, and then when you learn that, it transfers over to like a strict press or squat or whatever. When you know how to move and how it should feel, and then it's like, hey, either you hit the lift right or you don't, and so you get that feedback. But
let's see. I don't know if I had anything else. That might have been it for today.
All right.
You should come on more often.
It's
good having a third person.
Do it. Let me know. Send me some questions so I can prepare next time and know what to go into it with.
Okay. I never send Drake anything. We just I like prepare for like 10 minutes before we come on, and then we just come on.
Hey, just shoot an idea. I mean, I knew we were talking semi today, which that's fine. We can
also, if you have anything you want to talk about, you can just send it to me.
Yeah.
And I'll put it on the list.
That works. Let's do it. We'll do it again.
All right. Okay. Thanks, bro.
All right, bro. Sorry, you cut out.